YouTube, how's it going today? Good to see you. Been a little bit since I've done an intro, but I wanted to let you know we're back doing some of the chill, educational, and informative unranked. You're going to notice it looks a little bit different. I have been practicing some, and so I've decided to tone down the intensity of some of the graphics, and I found that's easier on my eyes. But hopefully the words that I speak are easy on your ears and interesting, and also you learn a few things and you enjoy your time with me, if nothing else. Maybe you can put it on and just kind of relax, listen to the words wash over you, or whatever. I'd like to think that people can enjoy the videos in more than one way. Anyway, thank you so much for taking the time to watch the videos, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the games. Alright, we have Fox and Marth coming in on Yoshi's. We're going to make sure that this Fox is a character that we outrange, and you can notice how quickly they're moving. So they're also using platforms a lot, and something significant about platforms is Marth can swing up like this and hit the Fox out of the air, right? And something good about hitting Fox out of the air is they can't crouch. So we're going to try and hit Fox out of the air like that. And you can see how great of an angle that was. So we need to make sure that we're remembering. That we can punish Fox out of the air. It's going to be very important, but because we're on a small stage, it's going to be very easy for Fox to chase us down. So again, what is the Fox doing? The Fox is double jumping a lot, dropping down with a shine and then double jumping. Now you can see the Fox was a little bit greedy there, coming down for us. So again, doing all this tech skill as Fox can be kind of risky, right? This can allow you to get punished. And they were kind of pushing buttons. It's gonna get them punished there. But you can see how much they really like coming off the platform. So I was just gonna go for that forward air, see if I catch them out jumping. And I caught them before they landed. That's a bit of a tech trap where I just attack early. So you can see the Fox is doing these jabs. And of course we want to make sure we hit the Fox at low percent. Don't give them a chance to tech. So that's why it's very important to get them away from the edge where they can no longer tech things like counter and push them away. Thought they were going to full hop because they've been doing options like that. You can see I probably should have just went for counter, but I saw the earlier good angle they did. So as you can kind of see, right, we did the same thing. We saw the Fox was going to jump. We came in with forward air. Forward air is going to start high, and then it's going to go low. We want to get down. We make sure we mix it up a little bit first. We don't want Fox to easily intercept us, right? This time we're going to counter. So the timing to get counter is very awkward. And of course, the Fox had really good DI, but because they went away from me, it sets up well for a tipper F smash. So that's going to be really good for us, right? So you have to make sure if you're smash DIing well, you're very careful. You're not putting yourself into range for something else. Fox getting up with Shine there. Why? Because Shine is going to be a one-frame move that's invincible. And it's got a lot of range on it, too. So you're going to see that this person has not been using platforms so much before. That might be because they've gotten called out for it, and they would rather instead Whoa, good. They went just over my forward air. Oh, that was not a forward smash. And of course, we could have just back air, but we want to do a downer so we can get the kill. Now, look at how much this Fox is doing jab, right? This is a good option at higher percents when you're Fox, because it leads into so many kill options. Oh, a little bit late. As you can kind of see, they had the right idea, but my percent is so high now, it's hard to get the kill. And they kind of messed up. They wanted to go back on the stage. They wanted to go back on stage from the edge guard, but because they went so low, and they wanted to cover me jumping up onto the stage early to go through their invincibility, they just kind of messed up because they really wanted to hit me. Now, back air is good for edge guarding, but the problem with back air is it hits up at this angle, but I was below Fox. So Fox wanted to keep the back air out and come into me, so that may have been why they decided, maybe not purposely decided, but they wanted to keep that out in a way to keep me from getting back. So they ended up going low by mistake, and then I was just able to up B them. And so that was and when you're getting off balance, it can be very hard to come back. So let's kind of review a few things. I caught the Fox out of the air on a smaller stage when they were using platforms a lot, and I talked about the way they were refreshing and double jumping. And then on a larger stage, I called them out with my forward air, and they stopped doing it so much. And we also saw that they started using a lot of jab to convert into kill. We also saw that to add into something else, I spent a little bit of time refreshing on the edge, even though Fox was quite far away. Why did I do that? I did that because Fox, he can come across the stage very quickly. He's got the second fastest run speed in the game, and his moves come out really quickly. So I have to be careful even then, because Marth's moves don't come out as quickly as Fox's, and I don't get as much invincibility on my edge dash as a lot of other good characters from Marth. So I have to still take my time. So when Marth is cornered or shielding or something like that, he can be very vulnerable. So I'll still take my time to get on the stage. It wasn't to annoy the opponent or anything like that. Additionally, when the Fox was on the platform, I was using something like an up air to just get extra damage on them. And you also saw that a tech trap on Yoshi's where I hit the Fox before they hit the platform, and that tripped up their DI. And we also talked a little bit about how DI can work against you sometimes as well as how to get some edge guards and get some kills at low percent. So that might have been a lot, but I did go over it a bit slowly, and you can kind of see the individual instances of that throughout the match. Of course, GG's to my opponent. Hopefully you guys found the Marth Fox games interesting. What's up, Adam? All right, we are going to be playing Falco Marth from Falco's Zen, and we're going to be playing on a stage that has a little bit more room. So that's going to allow us to have some room to laser. I'm going to push the Marth this way. We don't want to give him a chance to get back. And you notice that we back air, right? When Marth is high up, we don't want to let him touch the ground either. So back air is going to be great at higher percent to get some good damage. And of course, we're going to hit the Marth, and we're going to make sure we're pushing them out, or we can always get in a position where we can spike them off the stage. Now, what was a problem for me there? The problem was I got grabbed by the edge, and then, well, imagine if I hit though. So we still have our double jump, and that's going to be what puts us in a good spot. But because I didn't adjust to where the Marth was moving around by the edge, I got punished. Going to the edge or going high would have been better for me. Notice I used all my invincibility there. Marth side bead, and that was fine. Notice that Marth ran under my nair. We went for a down air right there just to see if the Marth would do any type of slide off or tech, and they didn't. So as you can see, we're going to laser. We're going to get right outside of Marth's moves, and then we got him to put up a shield, which is good for us. Marth not being able to move means we have advantage over him. That was a good play on Marth's part right there. So you can see I didn't set up into a combo so well right there, so that was a bit of a mistake on my part. But now Marth is cornered. However, I ran into his move. So that's less good. We switch up for our back air. And notice we did our back air in such a way where even if he hit us, we would have still been okay. We always like to full hop when Marth is, oh. I like to full hop when Marth is invincible. Whoops. And you're going to see that I actually missed my Shine Downer coming out there. But Falco Shine still puts you in a good spot. Oh. Back here, push the Marth out. Then we wait just a little bit on our Nair by the edge. Notice that there are times where I'm waiting very close to the Marth to keep him uncertain. And I'm also going to run through Marth. I'm not just going to full hop, right? You don't always have to use everything that's necessarily good to kind of mess with the guy. Even though we didn't back air him the right way, we still pressure the landing. Marth often wants to come down with aerials. Oh, nice. And we notice we tripped up the DI a little bit right there with our forward air. Now the reason we used forward air right there is because we wanted to make sure we pushed the Marth forward a little bit. We had not done a type of DI mix-up where we'd taken advantage of them holding in. We had always done back air, which had pushed the Marth out. So this time we used something that punished the Marth for holding in, so they weren't just rewarded for it all the time. So you can kind of use information like that late game if you really want to. We also had a good situation for it. But again, the situation that I was trying to bring up a lot was I laser, and then I'm right around outside of Marth's F smash range or right around it. And the reason for that is I want to make sure that I'm close enough to threaten Marth with my aerials, but I'm not so close to where I'm easy to hit. And I might even be able to avoid power shield punishes if I'm really paying attention. And you'll notice from that position, it was really easy for me to make Marth shield, make him swing, and stuff like that. Now, how did the Marth hit me sometimes? They would jump and they would fall into me with some aerials, and I wasn't the best about getting around that sometimes. But you notice I also forward smashed their landing, laser forward smashed it, or just hit them out of the air, or got under them and even up aired. Now, getting under and up airing is kind of risky, but you could see that there is potential for some good reward there too if Marth loses his double jump. And of course, when Marth lost his double jump, you noticed how easy it was to just kind of carry him along the stage and get him off and get him edge guarded. And you also saw when I grabbed the edge, sometimes Marth would try to jump around there. So many Marths, because when Marth double jumps, you can't really hit him with an attack on the stage and hit him on the edge. So I forward through one time, grabbed the edge, and then Marth was kind of confused, like, wait, I want to go to the edge, but there's someone there. And so I just waited out. I just used my invincibility to wait out and let him get in close, and then I pushed him down again with another downer. This is something you can do too. You just have to make sure you're really paying attention to the Marth, seeing exactly when they want to jump, and things like that. So when the Marth's above you, you saw how much I use back air. Even at mid%, it can at least get you a good position, if not an edge guard, and then you can go right into the edge guard situation. So you don't have to worry about doing a long combo against Marth, which you can't do at 0% anyway. This Marth also had decent enough SDI to get out of the very low percent combos too, so that was good. You also saw me going for grabs a little bit. Now, so I could, even if I don't true combo off of my up throw, Marth is in a tough spot. He has to use his double jump to get away from me, or his side B. And if I manage to carry him off the stage, that makes him that much easier to get a kill on. So again, when Marth is above someone, his moves, either like downer has to come out just in one part, or forward air, upward to downward. And these are both hard to time to beat out Falco, where Falco's back air stays out at this really good upward angle. And that's going to be really strong for him. So basically, if you take this together, it's Falco using his laser to limit Marth's mobility, and then using back air once Marth's in the air to keep Marth off balance and to extend your punish as much as possible. And this is how I think Falco can even out the punish difference against Marth. Anyway, of course, GG's to my opponent. And hopefully you guys thought this Falco Marth series of games was interesting.